Last week, I finished the one-on-one foundation course with a client, and she was really thrilled with what we had accomplished. She filled out the post-foundation assessment, and she scored in all the areas that we were covering in a way that she felt really competent in. Yes, she knew that she still needed to practice all the components that we were working on in the foundation program. She had a better trusted system. She switched back to a paper-based planner. She was thrilled that she was back into a list management system that she really trusted. And now we were ready to tackle the next set of challenges that she had always been facing, but we can't solve everything all at once. And that's where we also had then created the strategy one-on-one course. We had operationalized her projects and actions level, but she knew that she needed to continue to practice. We had 4 months of coaching, and now she was ready for another 4 months of coaching. So what was she bumping up against? Space. She still didn't quite have the space to do weekly review. She didn't quite have the space to clarify and organize on a regular basis. She didn't quite have the space in her calendar to get some of the work done that she wanted to. When that happens, one of the great things to do is bump up a level. So in the strategy course, now we go up a level to roles and responsibilities / areas of focus. This was a level that she wasn't necessarily really comfortable at, but we wanted to get more clarity on it. We wanted to dive in much deeper into the accountability level and to really get that externalized. That is a place where you also prioritize. And we have competing priorities on those levels. And maybe we're focusing too much on one area and not on another. She was sharing about how she's not getting to the strategic projects that she really wants to focus on because she's just dealing with a lot of the have-to projects that she has to do. Or she's not getting enough time for her self-care or with the kids or with her partner or with friends and family. And so now we're working much more on alignment and appropriate engagement and space. I mean, I know personally, David talks about space in the Getting Things Done book right off the bat. And I know that many years ago, I understood that concept, but now I'm acutely aware of that because that's the limiting criteria. We all only have a certain amount of time, and time is finite. And so when you have all these infinite possibilities about what you're going to do, and you are sometimes struggling with that, how do I prioritize? That's what we're really, really diving into for the next 4 months in the strategy course. So she's right in the middle of it, definitely deepening her weekly reviews and getting much better at creating space for doing and defining time, getting more space and getting a much more in alignment about morning routines and evening routines and how much time actually does she have given a certain day, because she's a big creator and she's in some ways almost over created, and now she's got to take a second more ruthless cut on what she's letting into her life. And so what are you going to focus on? What do you might put on hold? What might be someday maybes now? And so if you are finding that you're bumping into any of these challenges, whether it's the challenges for the foundation program about operationalizing your GTD practice, or if you're finding more challenge with that concept of the threefold nature of work so that you have enough time to do work and define work, and then welcome to that unplanned. I mean, a lot of people don't create that space in their calendar for the unplanned. You know it's coming, and it's coming at some time during the day. You just don't necessarily know when. So for me, I know it's coming. I get about 2 hours a day of unplanned. So when it comes, frankly, I'm not annoyed. I can't tell you how many clients share with me that they get annoyed about the unplanned. And I'm like, but that's part of your job. I was working with somebody who is the head of a department, and a lot came at him that morning. And I'm like, yeah, but isn't that part of your job? And he just felt squeezed because he wasn't expecting it. And that was a big aha moment for him about, right, I've got to get more space. So I'm really thrilled about how at GTD Focus we have these one-on-one courses, the foundation and the strategy course, because we can really set really good expectations with clients about what we're solving in each course. so that if they're wanting us to solve something, I'm like, we're not solving that in the foundation program right now. We'll solve that in the strategy program, or we will try to do our best to also solve that in the foundation program. But as we know, it takes time to install and implement and really make GTD something that's just so autonomatized for somebody. So I love that we have these paths for people to opt into if they find value and if they find that that's something that they would like to work on with a one-on-one GTD coach.